This is Captain America, the first Avenger movie series, Red Skull. The figure on the left is the first release, or the first version, or regular version. And obviously the figure on the right is the variant. The regular version is part of Wave 2, and the variant is part of Wave 3 of the 3 3/4 series of Captain America movie figures. Here is a quick look at the packaging. Both of them share the same packaging because obviously he's a variant, so they'll have the same box. They're both figure number 08. Again, as I said, he's from Wave 2 and he's from Wave 3. Here is the rest of the assortment. Both figures have the same card back and will have the same picture and list of assortments at the back. So, Johann Schmidt, leader of Hydra. It's a great figure. I'm actually quite impressed with this one. The way the Hasbro has developed the sculpts of this figure, the color scheme. I actually like this figure very much. The only problem I have with it is since they're short pack, there's only one per case of 12. It's very difficult to find one with really near perfect paint apps. You'll have to go through several stores, or if you're lucky, you can go to a big store that has a lot of these figures and really search through the pegs and find one with decent paint apps, which is very difficult to do because a lot of collectors will be after this one. And if you're looking for this one, to get any of these and you want decent paint apps, the first thing you want to check is obviously the head sculpt. Make sure the eyes are painted very well, make sure the teeth are painted evenly, and that there's a good mix of red and shadow and gray, dark gray shades on the skull. This one on mine, there's like an off spot underneath the eye of black. The nose is fine. Just make sure you get one with evenly spread. It's like a wash. It's like a dark gray wash. Then check the collar. Make sure that the outline is painted well enough. Then check the buttons, the belt buckle, and then the lines. Everything else seems to be fine. The same is true for this figure. Check the head sculpt, the collar, and then the buttons and the way these stripes are painted in the belt buckle. As you can see, there's still some paint imperfections on the ones I've gotten, but they're the best ones I could find. So very cool. This figure is really just meant to be standing, to be not in too many action poses. Although he has some decent articulation, the molded plastic that forms part of his uniform really hinders his legs from a lot of movement, particularly the first version. The first version is very tight and very firm. Not tight, but very firm piece of plastic, while on the variant it's a little bit softer, so there's more leeway for you to pose the legs. Articulation wise, he's got a ball jointed neck, just a ball jointed neck, a swivel waist. Wait, let me just, what happened here? Swivel waist, ball hinge shoulders, ball hinge elbows, swivel wrist, ball hinge hips, thigh swivel, double hinge knee, and no ankle articulation. Interesting. Both share the exact same accessories. Accessories have not been repainted on this figure. They have the Cosmic Cube, which is a very nice accessory. It's made of translucent plastic. You can actually hold it very well with the left hand. He's been having trouble standing up because I haven't spread the legs properly. But he should be able to stand up fairly well. Come on now. What's wrong? Okay. There we go. Excuse me. Okay, both of them have the very iconic Red Skull pistol. and that's not an iconic pistol. It's like the German pistol of World War II. I forgot what it's called, but it's very classic Red Skull. The way they've sculpted it. Perhaps the barrel should have been a little bit thinner, but yeah, I like it. I'm very happy with this sculpt. It's as close as you'll get to a very good representation of the Red Skull pistol. Also, both of them have the same missile launching weapon, which was also present in the armored Hydra Soldier figure in Wave 3. It's the same, nothing's been repainted, even the missile has the same color, exactly the same. The handles are made of rubbery plastic, while the main body of the gun is made of hard plastic, and it fires the missile fairly good amount of force, I think. Yeah. So very cool. I don't really need these. They're probably just going to go into the bin. But this Red Skull, even without those rocket firing accessories, they look very, very cool. So, which one should you get? I like both. I will recommend you get both. If you're a big fan of Red Skull, big fan of Captain America, get both of these figures. If you absolutely have to get just one, my answer is always going to be the same. It's really up to you. If you want a more movie-looking colored Red Skull, they're both movie series figures, get this one. If you want a figure that's leaning towards a more comic, brighter colored looking Red Skull, then obviously you get this one. I think this, I'm not sure, I don't read a lot of Captain America comic books. I think this one is a lot closer to how he looked like in the comic books, and I suppose this one is more of how he looked like in the movie. It's really up to you, but again, as I said, if you're really a big fan of this character and the whole Captain America comics and movies, especially the movie, then I suggest you pick up both. Both are equally easy or equally difficult to find, provided that your local retailers have all the waves of Captain America figures. So there you go. Very, very cool. Hasbro did a wonderful job on this figure, except for some minor paint flaws, the small details. But they're easily forgivable. You know, even if there's a few buttons that are mispainted here and there, it's still a great figure, and I highly recommend you guys pick it up. So there you go. Captain America, the first Avenger movie series, Red Skull figure, regular version and the variant. To find out more about my latest and most recent toy purchases and upcoming reviews, follow me on Twitter at www.twitter.com/fxfranz. Thanks for watching.